are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they kill their crown, they change their mind. When they kill their crown, they change their mind. What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their mind, they change their mind. What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
Okay, so I'd like to say good morning from Monrovia.
And our country.
Welcome to another edition of the program, Issues in the Society. Today is the Friday, the 20th day of June 2025. And I'm Stevie Compton, along with Mr. Aliyu Masale and Solomon Bakari. We are hoping that he joins us later. Oh, yeah. So we want to apologize for last Wednesday. We could not continue with the program due to some technical issues. But it is good we are back. Yes. So let me take down the thing song and bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale there from the US. Good morning, Chief. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Compton. Good morning, Mama Labura. This is Aliyu Masale from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I'm glad to be here this morning. How you doing? How's the family?
Yes, I'm fine, and we are doing great. Also, how's everything there? How's the family as well?
Alhamdulillah, thank God we are okay. Or to all my Muslim brothers, Salamu Alaikum, Juma Mubarak. Today is Friday. Yes, well, we are okay. Everybody doing fine. You know, I get time to rest a little bit. School are closed. Yes, for now again, everybody going back to summer school. Because here when school closed, the children only rest for 2 weeks. Had to go back to summer school and things because you can get there in the house doing nothing. The summer school closed again, they rest for another 2 weeks. Boom, they go back to regular school. I'm resting for 2 weeks.
That's good. That's just very, very important. All right, so it is just good that we are back, and for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are asking you to share the live video, and also tell us where you are following us from. As we go on with the discussion, you can also, participate through our text messages. Definitely, they will be read out here. Like Kakabath, he's following us from the borough of Crewtown. He's one of our, loyal followers. That's just good. Let us recognize him. David Tueto, I'm told he's also following from New Crewtown as well. So it is just very important. So all you need to do now is to share the live video as we go on with issues of importance, right? And as we said, last Wednesday, this gone Wednesday, we, we had a discussion that which is very very much important, but we could not continue with that due to the technical issue that we experienced on that day. And so we are going to throw light on this issue because they are just very very much important, right? As we always told people, when you have a gullible society, when a people are not, let's say, talked to, or probably when we don't provide this kind of education for them, definitely these things will be happening over and over, like a visual cycle. Politicians will just come and talk what they're able to talk, and at the end of the day, these things continue to happen, and we see them every time. So it is hard time that we educate our people on these things, that we let them know that, look, politician will come to you. The person isn't seeking your interest at that time. What the person seeks is what they can get from you. And so if that particular time passes, definitely, trust me, they will not have time for you. The relationship is just like you people are doing transaction, right? That's how it looks at that time. That's the reason why you see most often people complain, and if you just open a line now, you hear people talking, right? That they supported the other person, the person promised to do this and do this other one here, and they are not doing it. Not like the person was so sincere that they would have done it, but they said these things because they needed something from you. That was just a transaction. So after that period of time, no, the person doesn't care anymore. So that's why we are experiencing from the president, right? That's what we are experiencing. And things are getting tough by the day. Things are getting hard by the day. But our people, they are not focusing on these issues that, that engulf with our people, the high level of impoverishment. They are not thinking about these things. And so it is just very important that we provide this kind of education to our people so that they can be able to make a decision that will be in their interest, and not something that will be like a transaction, and after that period of time, the person cares no more. So, Mr. Masale, let me bring you on. We talked about the children's issue at the rock cultural community. I think era and other street corners, these children who are with their parents, some of them all in the street, and all these things. These are promises the president made then, that he will have ensured that these things will not be seen under his administration. You see? And so let me bring you on very quickly as you continue to give your analysis on this issue as we go on.
Thank you, Stephen. Once again, this Aliyu, and to our listening audience, followers, good morning to you all. And the problem, every day we say this on the radio here, you take your time. I know how Liberia is right now. I think or dollar or whatsoever not to buy scratch card is, I stand to be corrected. Well, I think it is about $200 Liberian dollars. And I think you can even take, I don't know, $60 or $75 to buy one cup of rice, or you cook your lay dry rice, better ball pepper and your $5, $10 water. But you put money in your phone just to listen to radio, to at least participate on the show. But it's not good to be on the radio. You want to be talking and you hearing yourself. Oh yes, I'm talking, I'm hearing myself. And then the feedback will cut you off. It is so frustrating. And I always say, when you want to call, lower your radio or you can walk away. Yes. Once we talk with you here, you should just know that, oh yes, or you was on the radio, but you don't have to be talking. You want to be hearing yourself. It's not good. Yeah. And one. Number two, if we come here, we sit, unless when we say what's on your mind. But if we come here, we sit, we discuss something, and you call, go to what we discuss. If you will call here to deviate from what we discuss, we cut you off. We're not here for that. What we discuss here, that's why you should call on. But we then take our time, we discuss something here, and then you want to come and go bring different thing in, the one that you feel to yourself that you want to discuss. If you want to discuss something, you feel to yourself you want to discuss, you wait for the What's on Your Mind edition. But while we talk here, when you call, that's the issue you should speak to. Stevie, I'm just seeing something here. I'm reading certain newspaper. I'm just seeing that the president is not in the country, or
Yes,
Sylvester
yes.
not in the country. The vice president is not in the country. The House Speaker is not in the country. So who the president left the country with right now?
The people want to hustle for all, man.
It's not a bad thing to go hustle. Well, and who's in charge of the country right now? The justice minister or who?
Justice minister, foreign minister. I really don't know. I didn't really follow that, but I think one of those persons. Yeah, yeah. But I'm more sure it should be the justice minister.
Okay. The success in whatever they want to do in the interest of Mama Labiro. That's all. And we pray our country should be safe till our president return. That's all. Or to the issue here, or Stephen, I think yesterday we were not on here. I think either on Freedom or on True FM, I was saying it. Or we had to be very careful when it comes to election. What we say during campaign time, and when we are in opposition, or this thing that we will be saying, we had to be careful, because tomorrow this thing will come back at us. They will say, "Oh, but you said this." And one thing right now, Labiro, I don't think we need somebody that will come and tell us, elect me when I become president, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. We don't need somebody that coming to promise us. We don't need campaign promises right now. Yes. I think we have so many people that have been running for president in Liberia. That's the first thing. And there are people in the country that we can look at them and we know who they are. Liberia needs total transformation, or we need a president that is going to be very, very innovative or developmental oriented. Liberia, we are at, I think, 177 going to 78. We are nowhere. You see, baby countries around West Africa and even Africa, they are even far more better than us. And we are nowhere because we continue electing leaders who will promise us, okay, when I come, I will do this. And when I come, I will do this. The moment they get that and they deviate from whatsoever they promised that they were going to do. You see, so we had to graduate from that stage now, look at stage and know what he stands for, who he is. And you can say, oh yeah, this man, look at his life. And I think he's better that he can do this for us. You see, there's somebody coming to be giving all promises and what have you. I don't think that's the time for, we don't have to fall for those rhetoric from politicians or this time around. Liberia, we need an innovative leader. Liberia need total transformation, and we need our country to be developed. You see, and it is a gradual process, but we should stop voting for people who continue promising us, I'm coming to build a skyscraper, a thing. Like the Unity Party, we expect Liberia to be on different path right now, because during the previous administration, when they were carrying on development, Unity Party criticized everything. That development we eat, that road we eat, we want job. That free wire we eat, that free education, we want job. When we get job, I pay my child school fee. You think I can't pay wire? I pay my child school fee. You think I can't pay my child school fee at the university? These are things they used to say. So they took over. I was not even expecting them to be doing road connectivity to continue this thing. I think we were just to see them building skyscraper, doing this and what have you, because they criticize road construction. All of these things, they criticize development at that time. So you see some of the things I'm talking, these are the deception and hypocrisy of politicians. You have to be very careful when you run a campaign out there, what you say to the people. But today they came, they see things that when I see people breaking, oh, the papa, you see he faced the other road, you see he had completed this. Why you people are breaking or rules and things when you're criticizing? So we had to be very careful. We shouldn't fall for these people rhetoric. They only try to come to erase themselves. These are some of the things. People who said, oh yeah, they will get job. George, we have made NGOs to leave the country. Where are the NGOs today? Liberia, we are not in war for you to see NGO putting in the country. When we left from war, NGO were there. We all work with so many NGOs. But where the world are in the country that you will see NGO putting there, they say Josh, we have made NGO to go. These are some of the things they voted for the Unity Party. Where how many NGO have come back to the country? Where are the jobs the government has created? We need a government that will give us jobs. We can pay our children's school fee. We can pay our wire fees and things. But today, how many children are in school as compared to the previous administration?
Mhm.
What is the unemployment rate in the country as compared to the previous administration? This is a government that will come in to give your job, to send your children to school, to pay your children wire fee, but your children are out of school today. You people are jobless. The unemployment rate is higher than the previous administration. What is the change that they brought to we the Liberian people? Today, children are busting rag instead of being in school. When President Bouaka told us, when I become president 4 months from now, you people will see a different Liberia. There will be no bull street sellers. But today, the sellers are more than the buyer.
Mhm.
Is that not a lie that he told to we, the Liberian people? So we shouldn't fall for these people, their campaign promises. Our brothers and sisters won't be in the street because they even sell at the end of the day, they can't even afford to buy a bag of rice. Our brothers and sisters are not in the street selling today. These are some of the things. Those children are supposed to be in school. They are busting rack with their parents and Unity Party people. Say your king, what strategy you people have put in place? What measures you people have put in place for the educational sector? Like I saw something last night we're discussing on the nighttime spin. The Ministry of Education, they putting stop to people draining, they gala dating there, they can be doing in the country. They will put stop to where you want to drill, you want to do everything. I think it should be in your schoolyard. They don't want to see people in the street. Is that the thing you're supposed to be putting in place now, or you're supposed to be putting measures in place about how to improve the educational sector in the country? You see, look at these horrible videos that trending the social media. Some of like the other one I saw, it was on June 6th. The day we're having the Abraham Day prayer. You see students, they just go, they put this other black down, they put the other black down, they put pitch or what it mean or playing, and they sat only in class. You see the government school, see the hole that in the wall. These are things. You took another woman from in America, I think she was in Delaware or something, or Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I think one of these two states, one of them, either Delaware or in Philadelphia there. What she has done since she went to the country, people only sit in their offices. President Bouaka, sometimes you need to be paying these people an on or surprise visitation to some of these offices. Go there surprisingly and see. Since you came to power, how many ministers, directors have made a report to say this is my progress report for this for the past 3 months or 4 months? These people just sit in offices. They don't even say go to see what is happening in the rural part of the area because they feel they send people there. They just sit in their offices. Look at these schools. I'll say Joshua Jala or whosoever. I don't know how they call her name. Look at these horrible videos. How will somebody learn under such a condition? What are you going to take in? You sitting in class, when you're reading, you see that whole play cool. You can sit in the class, you see outside. Look at the other school building. Look at all the stealing. Look at these things. These are government schools. I remember during those days when we were going to school, I used to see these DAF trucks. They had the benches, the chairs inside these armchairs, and they carried them to the various government schools for distribution. I remember that. I was once a teacher in Liberia. People who knows me, Grand Cape County, I was once a teacher. Okay. But I don't know when last I see this thing happening in the country. To see government supplying schools with armchair, desks, and things. Look at these blackboards that in the chalkboards that in the classes then. These are things you should be focusing on instead of talking about, oh yeah, we can post up article, they say this, article that say this, or the people should do their gala day or parade August 24 whatsoever on their campuses because we don't want to get in the streets small children. Okay, no problem. But I don't think that's what the people need in the education sector right now. These are some of the things I feel sometimes frustrated when some of us leave from the Western world when we go back to serve the country, what people expect of us, and we just there doing all kinds of funny things. Liberia government should always do something that will make a great impact on our lives.
Mhm.
Today, the same thing that we can be talking here, other people be insulting us. Where is Sylvester Grace-Smith today? Where is he? He's not feeling well. Is he in JFK? Is he in EIWA, Redemption, or any hospital in Liberia? No, he lied down in America here. You see what we can be telling you? These people will not do nothing in the interest of we, the Liberian people. Why you think they can't try to improve the health sector, the education sector, the agriculture sector? Those people they over there, they rest, they eating some of them eating US parboiled red. Are you over there eating your China red, your rest from Thailand, all kind of thing? They get time for this thing. The security sector to see after this thing, they even say care. But you think a government officials, president, director, ministers, representatives, senators, when they say they go to EIWA, JFK, Redemption, all our hospitals across the country, they are not leaving the country to go anywhere. Ghana, Turkey, you think they will not be encouraged to see how best they can strengthen the health sector? If their children are going to school over there, you think they will not try to improve the education sector and other things? The security sector, but those security, they pay them $100, $150, they feel so complacent. They are guiding them, they are protecting them. Security who there to protect lives and property. And what police are making in Liberia? Teachers who are imparting knowledge into us, how much are they paying teachers? Doctors and nurses that are saving life on a daily basis, how much are they paying them? Some Patrick Honda, $3,000 for his generator. You know that how many teachers' salary there? You know that how many police salary there? Just somebody generator. When these people are sick, they leave the country. They come abroad, they get quality health care. From there, they go back to Liberia. When you take them to the country to serve, instead of them teaching things to improve the lives of we, the Liberian people, they don't care. But these people who will work 13, 15 days in the month, all their shoe laying, just to get $50 from them, to be able to feed their family, they will be the one on social media, on media platform, insulting people, cursing their mouth, cursing their part, writing all kinds of rubbish. Some of them, they think they said they can read, you thinking what kind of school, how they went to school, what did they learn in school. These are somebody too who can be talking. That's Sylvester Grace-Smith like that, you're enjoying yourself. From there, you go back. You get lawmakers. They only care about increasing their budget, their allowances, their salaries and things. When you talk, because I wore blue t-shirt as a t-shirt, I go call somebody man. Because I wore green t-shirt at Unity Party, I go call somebody man. Yeah, because in as much as I can go to Stevie and give me $50. So whatsoever the government do, I want to know. Oh, I know Stevie working in the government, I can get my $50 for him. So I stand to protect and defend the government. And this is what I can say. There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government to fail. Because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you stand to insult. So because you're getting $50, you pray sinking, so everybody should pray sink. President Baka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening. So we, the Liberians, we had to put our eyes together. We should be listening to politicians that will be promising us, when I come, I will do this. When I come, I will do that. Because when you come, they are going to be worse. Everything these people criticize the previous administration of, they are doing times 10 of it. These are some of the things. Today, like yesterday, we saw black people protesting in the country. And when you they say, oh, during George Weah time, it happened. So everything that happened during George Weah administration, so you expect the same thing to happen during your administration, right? What is the change? This is why you got George Weah out, because these things were happening, and it showed that George Weah was inept. He couldn't run the country. That's why you people said, hey, you're keen to change things. I stand to be corrected, but for me, maybe it have happened, but all my life in Liberia, and since I left from there, yesterday was my first time to see black people protesting, lying down in the street, using their body as blockade so people cannot pass. Yesterday was my first time. Maybe it happened, I don't know. But yesterday was my very first time. And I saw people, when somebody sent me that video yesterday, people, when you go in the comment section, oh yeah, what Cloud Weah did when she was there, what Joe Weah did when he was there, they see things happen. And this is why I can't understand the Unity Party. That you come to power to repeat or to continue this thing that you said George Weah was doing, that you voted him out for, or you keen to change things for the better of our country. You see, you know what I mean? Black men protesting. These people that can't feel, to tell you that they are not seeing, but they are feeling the heart of the country. What comes to your mind? So if you even say ready to say George, it happened under George Weah administration, think what comes to your mind. You should have prudence in your thought before you read nonsense. This thing that I'm writing, how am I feeling to myself? I voted George Weah out. I say he couldn't make it, and my government now see this kind of thing happening. Why if it was my mother, she's blind, she can't see, but she's going to lay down in the street to protest? Just think about it 1 second. She's not seeing, but she's feeling the hardship of the country. You people complain when they say, oh, George Weah spoiled the country, the government tried to fix the country, this and that. What fix the government is trying to fix the country when you people are misusing our country resources uselessly and wastefully? And this is why sometimes people can say, oh, the way you can talk. Yes, the way I can talk, the reason here is our president, His Excellency, President Joseph Yuma Boakai, the length of time he spent working in government, we expect the best out of him. But he came and surrounded himself with a bunch of crooks and criminals. And this is why you see the government is how it is going today. And the experience that we expected from him, even when you surround yourself with these people, you are a president, you have voice on top of them. But today he just sit there, they say, oh, Papa, leave that thing. Papa, leave that thing. And he doesn't know what is going on. And he knows everything. You see, this man, you people brag of his 42 years experience. But today, you like it, you don't like it, I don't care. That's my opinion.
Okay.
You said they took a boy job, they took a man job, and they gave it to a boy. And now, what you are doing, it shows that the boy was even better than your 42 years experience. Because see how heavily divided Liberia is today. Look at the hardship and compare it to the previous administration. How much are we buying bags of rest today, and how much were for bag of rest in the previous administration? So this government, they really need to stand up to see what they can do for we the Liberian people. Those not being in the street, we don't want to see people protesting, blind people, even though the president had justified his use of private jet. These are some of the things, as I said, when you are in opposition, be very careful what you are saying. Every job in this world, it comes with dignity, it comes with integrity, it comes with respect. Like for me, right now, if I'm where I was working, when I got promoted, my respect, my everything changed. So Joseph Boakai, you president, nobody will be happy to see you standing in Cube on a commercial flight. But you people said that George Weah was misusing the country resources and to justify it. So for me, I will never say Joseph Boakai misusing the country resources for riding private jet. The only thing, as Elizana Kumi said yesterday, and I agree with Mr. Kumi 100%, the issue of riding private jet, that's not the issue. But why you bring it back to the people? So you ride private jet, you go, when you come back, You should be able, oh yes, I went so and so country, and the trip I made, I came back. Okay, at the end of the day, the trip I went on, but I stand to be corrected. All the trip the government have made, what have come by memorandum or understanding MOU, I haven't seen anything from all of some of this trip. I stand to be corrected. Maybe people will call and say he went Ethiopia when he came. This is why came from there. He came there in Dallas, Texas. When he left from there, this is what we got. So the issue of riding a private jet for president is nothing. Like Darius Dillon said, we owe President Weah an apology. And President came out today, he justified it. There is no useless trip a president can make. So don't say when they meet there, when it is important, when it is necessary, there is no useless trip a president can make. Any trip you make is important.
Okay.
That clear. So the issue about private jet, let's forget about it. Our president fly private jet, but don't just misuse our money to fly private jet. You go and you come back with empty hand, you bring nothing back to the country. With that, we will say something about it.
All right. Okay. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Masale, for your own analysis on this issue. We'll take calls from our people out there. When we come back, we have our studio guests here who will be taking on for the next 30 minutes of the show. And there are other issues who will be talking about as well in the wake of recent issues that are from the doors of Themde and former Liberian player Jane Diba. Yeah, I listened to something, but I just don't get this thing credence. And we have in studio here, he will give his own experience that he had with the former president and among other national issues. And so thank you so much once again, Mr. Aliyu Masale, for speaking out on this issue. It is just very important. And we have said over and over, it is just very, very much important that as a government, I think the government's focus should be on the bread and butter issue of our people. Where we have our mothers are all over here crying. Our fathers, they cannot get what they used to get again. Most of these people or their family members who are working them, when the government took over, they put every one of them down. And yet today, the people are all over. It is so frustrating to see visually impaired people. I think the last time the president, I know he said he was facing somewhere for them and all these kind of things, but we are not hearing about these things anymore. These people now go in the street, even to the extent that our sisters and brothers who were on the roadside, the government again, they said no, you people will not be here, and these things are happening. But the only thing our government cares about right now is to be all over here talking about yellow machine. We have Mamaka Berete. The last time I checked, she paraded Morovia with yellow machine. That story is not clear. Now we have the vice president on the other side, and we'll see who the yellow machine hero when they return. But it is just very serious. People are suffering in this country. There are a lot of things happening. But again, let's hear from our people on 0772 239933 0886 304497 or 077798 0375. This person. Good morning. Hello. You are live. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're joining us from.
Yeah, good morning. I decided to be a first guy interested in this disabled issue. This is Edmund Carr, the visually impaired that put in Boga to the fire to deliver. Thanks to Masale and you for flagging the issue that have to do with person living with disability. I will first of all go to the comments era. Other people were talking about what person we are there and what the fight did they. The history of the disabled community is that we have two major model organizations.
Okay.
Who was 77 with the G77 on Newport Street there, and then the National Commission on Disability, where the government sent budgetary support to the two institutions. And then when you go to NCD, NCD is to provide support to other disabled institutions that are established, because everybody cannot be, because NCD cannot established or disabled institution. They are institution that is between the disabled community. So when the budget allocation go there, at the end of every 3 months, they have to give support to other disabled organizations that are established and accredited by the same government of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
So, yeah. So during President, we are according to that, based on that, the Vice President West is the one that are in charge of the disabled community, especially Guru of 77. It's not the first lady of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
But since during our time, Madam Joy Howard Taylor was now a mayor vice president, that is how her sister was in charge of the disabled community. So what President we are there was that besides the budgetary support that he was giving to NCD and giving Guru of 77 on extra, he gave funding so that they could give it to disabled people for empowerment. Some people receive $100,000 Liberian dollars, some people receive $1,000 Liberian dollars. People bought a care at the expense of President we are doing President we are time. So that is how that disabled community operate.
Okay.
And all of the other organizations like you're talking about, the one that were protesting yesterday are around LPRC or Banana area there. So they have a problem. The people went, there's a factory that are building their structure in the waterway. So when the rain falls, the entire building where they are living, including their room, the water will enter. They are going to other governmental institutions, popular way, and other people so that they can be able to make sure and resolve the issue so that they can be able to open the drainage.
Okay.
They refuse to do so.
All right.
To conclude,
very quickly.
They were left with no alternative or to go and lie down on the street so that will cause the so my understanding is that from last night they started doing something to see about opening that drainage. So thank you.
All right, Emeka, thank you so much. Let's get this other person on. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Conton.
Good morning. Tell us your name, where you joining us from.
Thank you very much. Conton, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for my people, Conan Danko School Hill, Waytown community.
Mohammed, go ahead.
The country is going down. Today, as I speak to you, I'm 52 years. In my 52 years, never have I seen a black people to protest. Under the president who made the world and like to understand that his mother was a disabled woman. Today, you see the black people protesting under him. That tells you that speaks volume for the country.
Okay.
I believe that this country is in a dangerous time. And every Nigerian must stand up to fight for the survivability of this state.
Okay. All right, Mohammed, thank you. Let's get this other person on. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Conton. How are you doing, my son?
I'm okay.
This is my water, proper defender.
Okay, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to my son. Thank you. You know, the whole government where we discussing the country as a photo. It's not easy. But you know, I got some more problem. The problem why I really want to ask my colleagues. The American government, they embassy that year. I can remember they used to be reminding Josh Ria. I can remember the embassy used to come up with statement every day. For Josh Ria government. You know, we know going to fight in school, but we can miss it. But saying Joseph Boakai came to power on the terrible thing that happening in the country. I have never heard for that embassy to come up with statement. You know that the American government helped to bring Joseph Boakai to power. You know what I'm saying it for? When Joria went America, the last case when he went to New York, and they said you were I know what they call the FPPR. Those secret security they went, they arrested Josh Ria. All that thing that's a both fear in Liberian people. They say American government said they don't want Joria government that Joseph Boakai they want. So that people will not vote for Joseph Boakai.
Okay.
See the terrible thing that happened in the country.
All right. Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there. Get this other person. Good morning.
Oh, my son, Conton, how you doing, Papa?
I'm okay. This should be Man Sisi from Clarendon.
Yeah, this is Man Sisi. Come on, let me say to my son, Masali. No, Conton, they TV flamboyant government. They TV corruption government. They roll of corruption government. No, we tired. We are suffering. to see a black people laying down in the street since the country was funny. They are not happy. To tell you that the country is very tough on the main administration. They say, person, we are being called, I don't kind of money, I call it kind of money, what kind of money? You understand? And today we see Bwaka being the same kind of money in low factor and right.
What did they mean, Betty?
It's the same kind of money, I know you call it. That one you call it for me now.
We
who wants to get it? Let's go to the bench and we'll get it go.
All right, go ahead, man.
So what I want to say today, the same person we are right there. If they met for Bwaka, he was muffin weird. That he was going to America meeting car or car lolo. But we went to America meeting car and car, but only when you were pretty good back, when we saw that good, then the every hospital, then the fan, the visible part, all of one day. But see, right, so what happened? The thing they said, they're not doing it. They last the people do it today, it's hot there. They're going to be a papa there. I don't hear for that one we stop for talking about.
Okay, Master, let's show you there. I've already brought on Mr. Solomon Barker Reeves. Good morning. Before we continue with the call-in segment, good morning, Mr. Reeves.
Good morning, Contran. Good morning, Alio, and good morning to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia. And not forgetting We Nation.
Okay, all right, thank you. I just thought to let the people know that you are on already. Let's continue with more calls here. I'll take a few calls and bring on our guest. This person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, 0772239933, 0886304497 or 0777980375. This person. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning. Tell us the name where you joining us from, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Hussein. This is Hussein Kew.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Stephen, thank you always for the opportunity and the extra privilege given me to disagree respectfully on this platform.
You have a minute.
So, yeah, just a minute I will do so. So I listen to Aliyu. Aliyu, let me disagree with you with all of the analogies and all of the analysis you make. So when you have a government, a serious-minded government of such, they are focused in changing the life of the ordinary people. Look at the educational sector now. As we speak, the next academic, all public schools, the children will be fed 3 times in a day. That's the progress of this government. Now the government has empowered local farmers to cultivate huge portions of land to invest into rice farming. If Aliyu is in America, we're not even be on the ground to see the practical steps of the government. Then many, I don't get it, because the government is elected, right, to ensure that the people benefit.
So Hussein, with the government feeding school-going kids 3 times a day, I really don't know. I'm just hearing that from you. But let us take
the next academic, right? That's the program.
Okay, let's take this to
next academic. How you call him? Stephen, right? Before people can leave me on the show, they say, okay, we'll say people feeding in the school. No,
okay.
I said next academic, all public school, the government, through the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Agriculture, they will be feeding children 3 times a day. That is the progress the government is making.
Yeah, so looking at this, I'm coming 1 minute. Looking at this, we are talking about the infrastructure issue with our educational sector. What impact will they have? Maybe the government feeding children and all these kind of things. What's the impact it has on the infrastructure issue of the educational sector, the system, the rampant corruption, all these things? These are things we are talking about, my dear brother.
Yes. So, Stevie, when you look around, you were talking about the academic challenge. Since the minister took over, you don't have high school alcohol instructor now teaching high school. Now, they are mandated that every teacher in the class should go to college. I mean, a teacher training college and obtain a certificate.
Okay, let's show you there. Let's get another person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Cindy Babu calling from Mama Point. I have a message to Mr. Aliyu Masale.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Cindy Babu, but my name is Muhammad Jibril. I'm a Muslim. Right now, I'm calling standing Saturday, but I won't go to Friday. But I jam, so I want for him to help me with $100 or anyone so I can pay my rent. The moment my landlord, they break their play. And then The landlord reply now, his only place is there, he get, so he'll be using it, so he give me notice to move. But he tell me to move by force because it's a citizen too. So he say I must start to farm play, so I can give him a play. So Mr. Ali will help me. It's my brother Muslim, must start to help me.
Okay,
inshallah, so I'm able to pay the rent. Thank you.
CDC Pape, come to the station here. You come to the station. We'll talk about that, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, make your way here now. You can come here. Okay, so let me get this other person. Mr. Sayon was calling. You can just call back. Let me get you on. And but before then, let's get this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Pumpkin.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm. You know, Mr. Compton, we pour our brother and our sister and we pour back territory, pour back because I don't know, sending in the job. Okay. Two other education being talking. They were spending yesterday in Tosso, they must stay, the poor should not play again in the door, they must not go on the street to do the most the school hall. I say, because all the politicians they want to take it for own power. They're taking money, thousands to move one speaker. They now want to back in and to put in the schoolhouse, our hospital taken, our children not going to school. They want to tell me, they pay money, the money that the vice president now and go China, he come back, he take it, go back. The president say he's going to Nigeria, you go there, Nana. They put the white transfer that money. That money can't work in our country. Oh, country, that God people they do. They go to the Spain and to Spain and to
Okay, all right. Let's hold you there. That guy is other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen Conte. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. Tell us the name where you joining us from. Very quickly.
Okay, my name is Samuel S.A. I'm calling from Mambakli.
Okay.
You know, sometimes Stephen sometimes like to play the listening role, but sometimes it's annoying when people come on the platform and try to spew out lies in the news. It hurts our feelings, you know. You know, there's honestly, there's Hussein man, you know how to get it off our back because he still out lies. He talk about the government is coming to feed them 3 times. So how long are the children going to stay in school the whole day? In America, no child is being fed 3 times a day. In America, no child is being fed 3 times a day. You know the meaning of 3 times meal a day? You know what you're talking about? They lie about ILO bosses. They lie about 3 billion for China. They lie about how they call it, yellow machine. They lie about everything. Why the young men will continue to follow this world to lie? Why? Why, Stevie? It's too annoying, man. I'm driving, going to Nima. I have to pull over the road to arrest him. He lied too much. The government can lie. Stevie, I'm annoyed, man.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for making your own point. Yeah, so that's just very important. You know, at times people will always expose themselves, but even if that is the reality, so why would that do for our sector? If a child is being fed 3 times a day, if that child goes to school, sits on the bare floor to write, what's the benefit? What's the benefit? So this is so sad. But let me get 2 more persons that will bring on our guests very quickly. This person, good morning.
Mr. Conte, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to our people in the US.
Your name, please.
This is William William, and I'm joining from my district, the Capital Shop.
Okay, William, go ahead.
Mr. Conte, you see people like Hosea Kiawu, these are people in this country that will carry the country backward. Hosea Kiawu, you come on the media, on the national radio, they tell people say students will be fed 3 times per day. Hosea Kiawu, they can't tell your vice president for Jeremiah Kun, the man who make your government now, or who made Joe Baka president, they can't tell that made Joe Baka president. When they went to bury Prince Johnson the late, you never saw the video for Spoon Network that the people say they will not partake in a ceremony because their school was leaky and their room was not there. You know, saw it. Hosea Kiawu, you know it means to feed 3 times per day student public school in the entire country, the entire Liberia 3 times per day. You know what I mean? Even in our home, we don't eat 3 times per day. Then our public school will go feed 3 times per day as a government. Hosea Kiawu, if you want to be here in this country, please try to go on your coaching argument, or you go on your or how they call that class reloader or kind of loader. Go to Noah Zao station in the net. Call there, like your station there.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's hold it there. This last caller, then we'll bring on our guest. Good morning.
Good morning, Steven.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Lucas Tracy, and I'm calling this morning for Chicken Factory. Well, thank you for your talking point. And I listened to the car, and I agree with him when he said, well, we'll be stable from Chicken Factory. There's a stand being constructed by Abidjan supermarket. So the planning waterway. As I speak to you, I'm standing in front of my business area. You can see the sky is up or looking at area where around the civil area. So I agree with you.
Okay.
We see how you are environment today for my brother. Young men that you let all be real, my brother. I'm not attacking you. But look, when people are suffering and then somebody will say next year, but the president told us immediately he take over 4 months, people will not be selling on the street. Kind of chickens can't see the young lady then selling when he comes then that they will not be on the street. You stay down there, okay? You say next year, you talking about this year, you say next year, schools don't have blackboard, no chalk, nothing. You talking about next year. Sorry for you, my brother. That's what will judge you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry, we are not taking any more call on this. Let's take this break and we'll come back. We'll bring on our guest. This
Yes,
morning.
Stevie, continue.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, let me just try to close up quickly. Even though I will just be following, but I want to close up because
okay, go ahead,
heading to a long journey. Yes,
Okay.
thanks to all the callers. Like, yes, I listen to the caller. Like the other caller said, even we that in America here, our children doesn't eat 3 times a day when they go to school. That's the first thing. Just imagine America. When our children go to school, they have breakfast or lunchtime, they eat, and that's all till they come home. So even we see, I agree with you. If the government is trying to put measures in place for children to eat 3 times a day, so you go to school, you eat 3 times a day, but you sit in class, you sitting on the floor, but you are eating 3 times a day. You go to school, all the building everywhere leaking. You sit in class, it is raining. There are holes in the wall where you sitting, you feeling cold water coming in the class. All because you eat it 3 times a day. So that one is nothing. So send your child to such a school. Let Jeremy PR, let the minister children then go to such a school because the government feeding them 3 times a day and they learning under such an atmosphere. My brother, you have to stop doing what you're doing to the country. You can come, you want to defend this government and you come with lies or you say things that doesn't make sense. What sense does it make for you to be eating 3 times a day? You go, you sitting in class under a leaking roof, you sitting on the floor. Does that make sense for you or because you eat 3 times a day, so that's all to it? Even myself, when I was in school in La Braque, I remember 1988, 1989, we used to eat when we go to school. The cocodolo, kuma, we they used to cook it for all this spare peas. But we're learning under good atmosphere. We're not sitting under building that leaky and thing. My brother, you have to stop what you're doing. When you come here sometimes to say something, analyze why you're talking, you say that a thing before you come and say something out here. Because other people, when you say this thing, it make them to be annoyed. It's so annoying. You can't be saying this kind of thing. So you only after they eat it 3 times a day, but you care. Under the atmosphere which they are learning in, it's not good. So guys, I'm on a long journey this morning. I'm driving far away to Virginia, but I will be following the show. But I'm closing right now, so you and Solomon can handle it.
Masale, you should have in mind that the government, the people who proxy or who talk about the government, they all do exaggeration. You saw where we have series of yellow machines. Some of them they said they were parking to the barracks, and now we see that no, they're going for to do window shopping for yellow machine. This young man simply said that Liberia will be feeding, especially government school children, 3 times for that particular short period of time that it will be in school. And we know that it has never been that way. But everything that they are doing, they are talking in the future. And this is a government that continue to put hope in the mind of the people, but it is a hope with no substance. And that's what one of the propagandists is saying. So I think he's following the route of the government.
Okay.
They will say all kinds of things. but I mean that are not achievable. There's no ministry in government that provide food besides the NGOs that were offering a meal to government school. The agriculture ministry had not set up something. Say, okay, we have a soup kitchen for all of the students, especially public school in the country. It has always been by NGO, either from the United Nations or other NGO. So they should rethink. We know those things. But thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take this break and we'll come back. We'll bring on our guest.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo. Ayo.
Okay, all right, so we are back, and yes, so we have with us here, he will introduce himself actually, but as I said earlier on, one of the reasons why we were able to invite him is to provide some bit of information in a wake of things that have been happening, ranging from our dear sister, Mami Dole, action against the former president, and also his own former teammate, Diba, other people. So we thought to bring it on. He had a very great experience with the former president. And so let's cross over to him now and let him have himself introduced for the benefit of our people who are following. Yeah, so you are live. Go ahead, Chief. Good morning first.
Yeah, good morning, Stephen.
I would appreciate if you talk a bit lighter so that our people can be able to get it clear.
Happy to be in your beautiful studio.
Okay.
My name is Never Kotu.
Okay.
Member of the CDC.
Okay. Yes. So very quickly, we have limited time now.
Before we get to the issue, is that I just want to talk on one or two issues from your past topic.
Yeah, we embedded that into the discussion. Yeah. So that's very important. And I also have with me Mr. Solomon Bakar Reeves. Mr. Reeves, quickly talk to the guests as we proceed with our discussion. Are you there, Mr. Reeves?
Sorry. Good morning to our guests.
Okay, so I'm sure he will join us later. Yeah, so now let's dive into this issue. In recent time, there was this rigmarole, misunderstanding, and all these kind of things. Let me see what Mr. Reeves is there. Are you there now, Mr. Reeves?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, so very quickly, just talk to the guests as we proceed with the discussion.
Good morning, Mr. Guest.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Reeves?
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on so that we can discuss about issues regarding the betterment of Mama Liberia, whether experience from previous government and maybe future government.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, this issue took over the entire country, where one of the children of our former president, President Dole, our dear sister Mami Dole, wherein there were a lot of things that happened. The former president, President Weah, was able to in solidarity, was able to send some gift to the Dole's family, and these things were rejected. And also there was an audio as well. The former first lady, the late Nancy Dole, wherein she complained in that particular podcast that there were certain incentives, certain things that should have gone to her on the government. She said she was treated bad by somebody. So in the wake of all these things, just in recent time, a former Liberian soccer player, James Salisa Diba, was also, he appeared on one of the radio stations where he said a lot of things, how the former president is ungrateful, even doing their soccer days and all these things. So as somebody who have been around him and who have had a lot of experiences with him, what do you make of all these things that are happening?
Thank you, Quantum. You see, actually, I will just speak on it briefly because I think on the issue of former First Lady, the late, I mean, it's not an issue now to be discussed because the way the daughter behaved to our people within the country, not only to the former President George Weah. You see, when you're a child, you have to be like a child.
Okay.
And you have to respect other people. Actually, mommy tried to damage your father's legacy. Your mother died, and people come to sympathize with your mother. I mean, with you and with other relatives. If they bring a gift, why you try to put it inside the gift?
Okay.
Yeah, why try to put it inside the gift? The former First Lady, may also rest in peace. She mother of every Liberian.
Okay.
There was no need of you politicizing the issue of the gift. Accept the gift and make other people on the other side to know that we all Liberian. My father served this country.
Okay.
From Bomi to Cape Man, from Cape Man to Gbapolu, from Gbapolu to Maryland, from Maryland to Grand Crew, from Grand Crew to Basso, from Basso to Nima. He served every Liberian.
Okay.
So everybody have the right to come and sympathize with me. What the essence of me? What the essence you want me to politicize the issue? You see it? So you just make everybody to feel weak about what she did. Even her own or King's people telling her what she did was not right. Because those serve everybody in the country.
Okay.
So it was not necessary for mommy to behave in that direction. To disrespect the former president. Because she would do the same to me.
Okay.
If you disrespect the former president, you can disrespect me.
Okay.
As a Liberian, if I come to sympathize with you. And I think she was wrong in that direction.
Okay.
It was not right. You've been out of this country for a very long time.
Okay.
You don't know the politics within our country. You just come in. You bereave. Somebody comes to sympathize with you. But you try to politicize the issues. And it's wrong. Because the same people that encouraging you to politicize the issue of your mother's death, they will not do good for you tomorrow. You see it? You see now what happened to Prince Johnson Webb?
Okay.
They can even go there to identify with her. They're not going there. But everything in this country, people try to politicize it. And she have to be careful. To allow her father's legacy to live on, she have to be careful. What she did was wrong. Okay. To the issue of James Deba, about James Deba, we don't have to discuss James Deba. Because if you look at the life of James Deba, it is pride that killed James Deba.
Okay.
And pride carry you nowhere. Pride carry you nowhere. It is just we are because he being humble, now God continue to lift him up. But James Deba is very proud. James Deba was living in Fiamma. I was living in Fiamma. I was speaking with James Deba. Used to come to Liberia. Sometimes we go around him. He will stay on the porch. We talking. While talking, he said, "Jeremy, I come here, take the byway and run away." We not see him. We just hear say James Deba gone back. You see it? And as a human being, you don't behave like that to people. It is the reason why you see James Deba, he now growing up. Okay. He continue to remain in that position. Because you have to clear your mind and be lawful and be caring for God to lift you up. But if you get that kind of cruel heart, God will never lift you up. You will not have the blessing of God because God hates people who is very cruel. God don't like people who is cruel. And as some of the reasons, even today, you see, this particular government facing problem because of cruelty.
Okay.
They are very cruel. That's the reason why you see they facing serious problem. Because they have nothing in their heart for they have nothing in their heart that called love for people. Because when you love people, God will bless you, God give you the wisdom and give you direction. So they don't understand the issues. You see, Ambassador Weah is blessed. Because the Bible, the first commandment God talked about is love. And that's the first thing he keep in the heart. Love. I don't care what you do to him.
Okay.
He always love people. He not concerned about what you did to him. Because he already achieved. He got nothing to prove to anybody. You fighting to reach to where he reached. So he says, he said, if I keep things in my heart for this man, what good will it do me? When the man know where I somewhere already. So I will not allow God to stop my blessing. I will just leave him that he live with a conscience. You see it? And people will not understand Ambassador Weah. The reason Ambassador Weah coming to politics is not because he want to show that he this, he that. No. But it is because people, past politicians, they fear that Liberia can be changed, that nobody can change this country. And they never have feeling for people within this country. The two-way party. And at the same thing they do within the country. They make him to politics because he want to see transformation. For people to have equal opportunity. Let the resources be distributed equally. Let everybody have the taste of the resources. When he took power, he saw the short period of time. Building home for people, building roads, even telling our mother, say, you will not pay whilst we will pay for your children. Telling people go to university, we will pay.
Okay.
He was leading with conscience because he know that the people stood under the rain, under the sun to vote for him. He said, I will lead my people with conscience. Every good leader live with conscience. But for now, how people don't have conscience, they only come out and talk. Say this, say that. They're not living with the reality. And in life, you have to be truthful to people. What you say, do it. You have to be truthful. Politics is not about lies, it's not about rhetoric. Politics are fun course. Because if you study politics, you're not going to the classroom, the teacher teach you about lies. No. When you study politics, my brother, it's better you do the best for your people than to continue lying to your people.
Okay, all right, that's good. And let's transition a little bit. As member of the opposition CDC, in a wake of things that are happening in the country, just in recent time, a few of your lawmakers were accused in connection to the burning of the Capitol building. Looking at the country's educational sector, that which we made mention on during the first segment, the economic situation, with the political climate in our country, owing to all these things, as member of the opposition citizen, what do you make of all these things that are happening in our country?
Thank you, Konton. Like I was saying, Konton, I just listened to one of your caller, Hussein. He talked about next year we start feeding children in classroom 3 times a day. He's not telling us what the children will be learning.
Okay.
So they're going to learn how to eat. Now all they're going there for. He's not telling the beginning of next year they will start giving books out to children in school. There will be chairs, but he's telling us that we'll feed them 3 times a day. So when you say your child to a government school, they're going to get food to eat. But nothing they're going to learn. They just to eat. That's what he's trying to tell us. And you talk about the agriculture ministry will start doing. What the farm the agriculture ministry have? People to start feeding people. The first thing you tell us, the agriculture ministry have a farm in Lofa that they will start harvesting December, and next year they will start to feed people. Nothing as such. And the next issue is my disappointment is to see disabled people protesting. It baffles me. Because in time past, President Boka told us that his mother was disabled. Like I said, Mr. Boka don't live with conscience. Your mother was disabled, but you're not catering to the disabled people. So he's telling us that when your mother was disabled, she used to get in the street to beg people. You were not catering to us. The last thing they put, those are people, you got to cater to them, pay attention to them, because they got no means, nowhere to go. But if you can see disabled people protesting under this regime, that means there will be more protests. That means the government not performing.
Okay.
That means the government not performing. Because people who are disabled to get in the street to protest against a president whose mother was disabled, it worries them. And when you come to power to do the rightful thing and be truthful to your people. You can't come to power on lies and you continue to carry on the lies. Lies will not live forever because the people will get to know the truth. And that was haunting them.
Okay.
That was haunting this government. They keep lying. Before they were telling, oh, Joe, we are doing this, Joe, we are doing that. But you come to power, rather focusing on doing the bread and butter issues, you there going after people. You think Ambassador President Weah coming to power, he was thinking on running after Manaseri and other people. You think we are going to reach it far? But he said, no, it is not my priority. My priority is that let us work on behalf of the Liberian people. Let us make sure that the Liberian people have the basic social services that they need. Let the resources be distributed equally. I will not focus on that. And that was their main point, to fight Ambassador Weah to get to the people. But he said, no, let back on be back on. Let's move ahead. It is not necessary. We got a lot of priority, a lot of things to do. But I will not focus on them. Because it will not do nothing for our country. It will only be carrying on back on. He started to carry on development. Even talking about the harmonization. That every Liberian have the peace. If you're making $50, yeah, let somebody else have $50 to make.
Okay.
What sense it made for a minister to make 15,000, 10,000 in this country? If minister making 3,000, you can live on it. You got your horse, you got cars. You can live on that 3,000. And the rest of that money, you can take it and cut it and share it on other people who working to improve the living standard of people.
Okay.
What the essence of making 15,000? What good will it do you? And we only passing by tomorrow, we die and go. The only thing you do is to improve the life of people, love people, so God can make you live long, so you can be able to live a better life, but not to suppress people. If you look at our country, sometimes people can say we try to be divisive, but let's be frank. The 2E party is the one that governs the country, not Buckeye.
Okay.
Because it's the mentality of the 2E party. That's why you saw they run the country for 200 and some more years. The country will not develop. They come back and take control. They only using Buckeye in the picture. So what they did to Battery Factory, people lived there for the past 50 years. What the essence of going to destroy that place? You have Valley bombing. You have Banga Road, Kakata Road. If you want to develop, you can't go outside and develop the place, but rather to go destroy the people who you can't do that. And you try to suppress the people. I was in Kenya, go Kenya. You got motorcycles that are still running in the capital state of Kenya. Because the government says we don't have job to give you. So that the best way you can do you can carry on riding motorball and get your money. So because we're not able, you can continue that. But look at Liberia. You take people off the streets. They shouldn't ride motorball. What you expect them to get job for? You don't have job to give them. You come to power, you're taking people off job. You think when Joe Weah said, let's work together as Liberians, he was not stupid, but you were doing it because we're all Liberians. Let us work together. Even places were working, people were undermining or saying a lot of things. But we followed the full step of Ambassador Weah, President Weah. We decided, no, we all Liberians, let's work together. This is our country, we get nowhere to go. The best thing we can do is to develop our country. And Liberia is one of the best countries in the whole world. I tell you, my brother, I travel, I see places. When you go other country to get something to call perception, you say, oh yeah, I travel to the country. When I come back, I say, let me do this. But I travel. The only thing he complain on, you go over there, the project put me in pain, I go here, I can't see nothing. You see fan building there, you can't tell them, say, oh no, they building I saw in Nigeria. I want to do the same in Nigeria. Let's build it there. Let's build a school there. Then you tell us, say, you just travel, you just riding plane. What the essence of going now? Then you resign for the presidency and give the power over to the people.
Okay. So we'll soon go to the telephone line. I'll take a few calls on this issue. But I would like you to basically, before I bring on my colleague, I would like you to basically have your say on this ongoing issue that I may mention of the lawmakers from your party and other things. So very quickly, just talk about that, then I can bring my colleague in with take calls.
Thank you. Compton, if you look at the issue of the capital building, there's no case.
You believe that?
There's no case. Because if you can arrest a criminal and keep the according to you, the person is a criminal. You arrested a criminal and keep them in hotel to come and testify. Then what's the issue there?
And the police RG said nothing of such.
I see it. What's the issue there? The man entered the country June 6th. You know that the man entered the country June 6th. But you know what? Arrested the man to carry him at the police station. You kept him in hotel.
But the police IG has denied that.
But it's obvious. It is now a strange thing to us. He will always deny. Like the president, they will always deny. They say things today, tomorrow they say different things. And you're not helping the country.
Okay.
What the essence of going after the people? Those people are conscious people. You as a police director, you have police people at the Capitol building, manning the Capitol building. You're not investigating them. What happened? How did things occur? You're not investigating them, even to the extent they are recent speaker. They are the regime speaker. He make it clear that they caused a problem at the Capitol building. You know what I mean? For somebody to come out and testify, say they caused the problem, but you can't arrest.
Do you see that statement to be that deep?
But man, for you to come out, my brother, like we sit in the studio, and I start to bring a core, maybe or some issues, and later they are trying to hire, and when the thing sees down, they are come out to tell you, say, "Oh, I caused a problem." You do what you do. You will not hold me responsible. Huh?
Okay.
You will hold me responsible for the fact that I utter it from my mouth. You have to hold me responsible.
But basically, probably he was talking about the impact which probably may have prevented some work at the Capitol building.
What's the work? What's the work you talking about? He's not talking about work.
Okay.
So who bought the former speaker office? Eh? Who took the instruction? Who put a gate at the entrance of the conference hall? Who did that? Who gave order for them to go into Yage Kolwa car? Eh? Let me tell you, we caused the problem. Inviting. And let me explain why he talk about why he said that they caused the problem. But you refuse, but you're going after innocent people. It's not helping the country. Okay. And you will not threaten nobody from this country here. This is our country will live here, will remain here, and this government will go, another government will come. So we have to be careful how we handle things.
Okay.
All Liberians.
All right. Okay. So let me just hold you there and bring on Mr. Baka Reeves. Mr. Reeves, just for a minute or two, if there is anything you want to say regarding what our guests have said, or you have a question, just go ahead. Just a minute or two. We are running out of time. Mr. Baka Reeves, are you there? Mr. Reeves. Okay. I'm sure he's kind of busy. But now let's just get this on very, very quickly. Yes. So it is just very important because there are a lot of times people sometimes ask questions and these other things, regarding the workings of the government. So let me just get your view on it, and we'll go to the telephone line. Some few months ago, one of the ministers at the Ministry of State, Mamaka Berete, brought about the yellow machine issue, and we now seeing the vice presidents out of the country. I think in China, I'm told he went there to advocate on this saying yellow machine issue. What do you make of these things?
On the issue of the yellow machines is belated. Boka and his official, sorry for the expression, can lie. And you will not keep lying to the people. Yesterday, they went to Freeport, flag Pierre Martin machine. He said, "Oh, like yellow machine." The other day we see them parading around the street. Oh, yellow machine here. The next day, suffering Bravi. Then now we see vice president in China.
Okay.
So the issue of yellow machine is belated. Everything they're doing it on lies. And lies will not help them. Because the Liberian people know the truth. If you want to do things, do it, let the people see it. You can't do things based on lies. Because we in the country, we see what is happening, what unfolding. You see? But you will come out, you say this tomorrow at the end of the day, you say different thing. You know Kim, you know bro yellow machine. Now you tell you all that the vice president in China negotiating. It's related.
Okay.
Everything they're doing is just based on lies.
All right.
Life will not live forever because the Liberian people getting to know the truth. And that's the reason why you see the people talking about coming out July 17. Because you not keep lying to the people.
Okay.
And the people time wasting. The people just wasted the level of our development in our country for the next 6 years. You not get the country back up for 6 years. Then another president can try to take the country forward. You just wasted the poor time. Everything you did is just based on lies. You lie until you don't know how to lie.
Okay, he's never called to a member of the opposition. CDC here with us as our guest, and we are discussing some national issue. But let's just take a few calls on this particular discussion on 0772 239933 0886 304497 0777 980375. At least 4 or 5 calls. Yeah, let's hear from you, our people out there on this issue. But I get this person. Hello.
Good afternoon, my son Conto.
Yeah, go ahead very quickly.
This is my worship. I want to say thank you this afternoon for the show.
Okay.
So, I heard my son talking about maybe party people. They kind of war of 40. When they put up pretty food, they concentrate getting school. Without feed students, without feed because my father's school, I want to echo. Without feed students, 3 times. They tell the fool of waiting. And the thing I want to say to my lawmaker, then I'm in a problem. They see what the government doing. I want for Fanatic Kofa because Fanatic Kofa he's some man, he's some lawyer. I want him to invite international lawyer to help them in a case.
Okay.
Because Governor Clement will do everything possible to manipulate the whole case.
Thank you.
They let them invite international lawyer. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's get another person. 0772239933. This person. Let's get this person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Konto.
Very quickly.
I'm patient from people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Konto, what I was saying. These people are common arresting. The Christian Kofa, the whosoever. The family will reach to the embassy. And they carry the placard.
Okay, thank you. You made your point. Okay, we can continue with this person. 0772239933. This person. Go ahead very quickly.
Good morning, Konto.
You are live. Yeah, go ahead.
I listen to my brother in the studio. Thank you for your analysis in the studio because you get on the real point. They have it secreted to that place. They have it everybody to that place to observe, to see there to see. But they don't let it see. They go and put it there. They are regimes people want to put it there. La copa put it there. La copa bring it off the door. La copa tell the chair to the motel.
Okay, thank you. Let's get this other person.
Yeah, good morning.
Why you call then you around your monitor? We told you whenever you call, you walk away, Chief.
I'm very sorry, my brother. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead very quickly. We don't have time.
Yeah, my brother. Good morning. This is DJ and God Nikita.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother. Every day the country facing problem. So one question I want to ask: why is it that the people don't invite? The men are still get chairs from the building before the fire. I feel that they don't invite the security that were on duty. So the people shouldn't feel that we will continue to remain stupid.
Okay. All right. This other person. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. My name is Abraham Yuma. Yeah, I listened to the first topic when I said there are 45 people in government. They call it party, but they are taking documents like Dokubo. Who the UL president said that a credential of fraud is false. So it should be our job at this time, but they're keeping it there. So most of them, if I am asking it as well, more has resigned already.
Doc Cooper has resigned already. He's not in government.
Oh, yeah, resign. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what I resign.
Okay.
But that's what they are doing. So they are taking documents.
Thank you. Let's show you the 2 more calls, then we go back to our guest. Hello, very quickly. Yes.
Hello, Steven.
Go ahead. You are live.
Yeah, Steven, you know the reason why sometimes I can be angry? You see what happening now?
What's your name,
Chief? That Hussein,
what's your name?
That empty-headed
No, man, we can't proceed with a show like that, my brother. Would I allow you to be attacking people? You want to disagree with a man? Disagree with a man on the issue that we're discussing. Yeah, go ahead. Very quickly.
Well, this is Muhammad Bongo Fofana Jr. I joined you guys in the Canada job area. First thing, sometimes I got a problem with color that always calling on this platform. This guy calls himself a Muslim, and I am a Muslim. I want to sit on the radio listening to a Muslim guy. Somebody come on the show on the radio saying, "My name is this. I'm Muslim. Yes, I this. I don't like that short thing. So I want to debunk him this morning by telling him that he should be punishing our religion.
Okay.
Muslim people don't lie.
Okay, thank you. Let's take our last call and go back to our guest. Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm leave that same call with you. Well, I listen to a studio there and I agree with you with the issue of Deba. Deba, I will know. So now the president, some president, we are doing our president, Joe draw out. What was the some confusion to war over with your faith at the time? So being president, former president, we are and say president, we are unfaithful. You should have yourself a game because of your own attitude. Because you were too proud. President, we are not the ones that Kenyan king for. They were in James Deba. In autonomy, but one president, when they want to keep Kenya, Deba were all around bluffing. I was going to see that one out of these. They wouldn't see that he cannot walk. Barrow Ali. That's why the biggest thing. I want to see that keep them the top and keep the charge back. I mean, the third president, former president, we are. President, we are that keep up for him again. So what he want for president, we have a do two and now. But then he's scooping me at the end of the day, just starting. No, you don't mean do that, man, my brother. Thank you this morning.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, so I'm sorry, we are not taking any more call. Mr. Kotu, you listen to the callers, you listen to their responses, and yeah, but before you come in with your parting comment, let me bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale. We are closing up, Mr. Masale, very quickly. We're out of time. We are closing up very quickly.
Yeah, Stevie Quanto.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and hello to our studio guests. Yes, I listen to the callers and thanks for them calling. On this issue where people are asking, where were the security? They are not yet being investigated, and those people who removed the chairs from the Capitol building. And this is the question that has been unanswered, because we know if anything of such happened, these are the first people to be investigated. Where were they? But to tell you that this case is highly political and they just want to disgrace Funati Kopa and others. And as my water said, and I will always say, Funati Kopa, Saint Joseph Wakafi, George William or Joe or Gloria Mususka, he want to pay the debt on you people. If you people don't get international lawyer into the case, you will see yourself beyond back for the next 15 to 20 years.
Okay.
That's what I have to tell them. They have to really stand up. And to my water, you are asking about the U.S. ambassador. What are they saying? Everything that happening in Liberia. The ambassador that is there today is not the old ambassador. This is a new ambassador. This country called America, they are corrupt. The old ambassador that was there, he was siding with Joseph Wakabe at that time. Because those people, they have some people here, they know what they were getting, he know what he was getting. That is why you saw him, he was so biased.
All right.
So there's not a new ambassador there. That is why you don't see him talking.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah. Just in a minute, I want you to close up. We are already out of time. Yeah. We have next program coming up.
Thank you. I tell you next time maybe we start the show very soon. And
definitely.
I say thank you to all the callers. And this is our country. It is not only about Funati Kofa. It's about we Liberian. Because tomorrow they can do the same to other Liberians, so we got to stand up.
Okay.
And lastly, Boka fool the Liberian people on for the 2-year experience. He had no experience when it comes to governance.
Okay.
He fooled the Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He's never called to a member of the opposition CDC. He has been our guest here. I would like to say many thanks to those of you who follow us via our various social media platforms. We're so sorry that we could not read your text messages as promised. We hope to do that by the special grace of God. Monday we'll be here with another edition. I'm Stephen Compton. Do have yourself a blessed weekend.